there right now is what you said. The colors of your vibe lit my soul on fire. So let's not just stand there and waste any more time. Let's come together underneath the dark skies. I love you forever, we won't let it die. So let's not just stand there and waste any more time, more time. I'm ready for your love, waiting, waiting. I believe you heard before I came. And I'm giving you my word when I stay. Never leave your side. You open my mind. Oh. For your love, I've been waiting, waiting. I'm ready for your love, I've been waiting, waiting. I'm ready for your
Here they come, the boys in the bright white sports car, waving their arms in the air. Who do they think they are?
Oh, that's a tough look. Oh no! It's got a special.
Little ad-lib for the national anthem today here in Grand Prairie. Craig Alloway. I'm your play-by-play announcer representing Calgary for today we'll be doing color commentary. Actually, is Craig Nault from the East Country Storm.
Yeah, that was awesome. The girls just saw the failure in the music, so decided they would sing themselves.
So we have a contest today, the inaugural game here in the provincial tournament. So Grand Prairie Fire Red was finishing second in the South Division to their road drivers Fire White. And the Storm finishing third, but also in the tournament. Wraparound pass behind the net to Nixon. After Sky Matthew again. Trying to move it across to Lubert. Grand Prairie pushes it back into the neutral zone. Stanford now cycling through the neutral zone, coming up across the red line. In good slot. She stick checked Gray there by the Storm defense. Back to the point. One shot around behind the net. Lubert. Going to push it back to Sutton. Coming off the boards. Grand Prairie now bringing it out across the blue line. Will cover that one up. Officially 1-6.
Good start to the game there.
Now you can see probably a little bit of rusty legs now coming off Grand Prairie from a 9-hour bus trip yesterday. Jason Nurse for the Storm, hosting it for their hometown crowd. Face off down to Boswell's right. Shad coming in the face-off. He's been waved out. Again to Severson. Off to the boards. Grand Prairie against the boards. Alloway chasing in the net. They're on the corner. Severson picking up the Shad. Grand Prairie doing a good job keeping the puck inside the offensive zone. Now Shad coming across the red line on the left side. Down into the corner. He chased in by Calgary Fire forwards. Severson now up against the boards. Grand Prairie, one or three defenders checking in the corner right now. Puck again around behind the net. Little contact on the boards as Fire forward. Sullivan comes around with the puck. Grand Prairie now breaking out across the blue line. Nice pass. One defender in Alloway chasing down the Grand Prairie player, picking the corner. Alloway now coming around the net. She'll push it up. Over across the blue line. Grand Prairie retreating now. Back and across the neutral zone. Maloney, the puck, pushes up against the boards. Kitchen brings it out of the neutral zone where it's stick checked again by Grand Prairie. Pseudo now. She'll come to the rush for Fire. Line change on Calgary defense. Pseudo takes it into the corner. She's checked. Grand Prairie again pretty aggressive on the back check. Now you see Workman trying to bring the puck out. Puts it in the neutral zone. And McEwen will pick it up the blue line. Nice nifty move. Maybe one move too many. Now we have Ironside keeping the puck in the Grand Prairie end. Ironside over to Workman. Workman back over to Kitchen into the corner. She'll push the puck. Try to push it around the net. It's picked up by Grand Prairie player. Now scrimmage against the boards. A deflection at the blue line, pushes the puck back in the neutral zone. Workman recovers, brings it up into the blue line again. McEwen just crosses. Kitchen now working through the corner. Kitchen still with the puck. Picked up by a Grand Prairie player. Moved off onto the boards. Ironside now collecting at the red line. She'll move it over to Workman on the left side. Boards. Stanford now bringing the puck alone. Line change for Calgary Fire forwards. Had a little short-handed there as she came across the blue line. A shot by Sutton, high over the net. The glass will be recovered by Dean on the boards. Oh, Grand Prairie player pushes it forward through, escapes into the neutral zone. Now it's Sutton going back to the blue line to recover. Barnden up to Dean. Dean now carrying back to Barnden into the corner. Gordon will chase it down. Grand Prairie on the puck quickly behind the net, trying to clear. Nixon attempt to keep it in, didn't work. Now it's in the neutral zone. Grand Prairie now covered, coming across into the Calgary Fire zone. Aggressive forecheck by Stanford, pushed the puck neutral zone before it was shot back into Calgary's end by the scorer. Now Sutton in the corner, nice move, escapes a Storm player up to Stanford. Stanford now all by herself. Matthew tried to catch up, shot wide into the corner. Again, the puck comes out of the zone and Fire recover. Stanford clears it into the Fire end. Cooper picks up. Nice lead pass to Matthew. Matthew now across the red line. Does a dipsy doodle. Back to Sutton. Sutton tried to hit Tatum Shan, missed. The Grand Prairie player tipped and moved the wave off the icing. Matthew now working the near side boards. Grand Prairie comes out with a puck across the blue line in the neutral zone, dumping it in. Two Storm players chasing. Ooh, little contact behind the boards.
Inadvertent collision there in behind the net.
Did have a contact. Wake everybody up.
That was your daughter, I believe.
That was, yeah. She's a bit of a roughie in that one. Well, a little back and forth here in the neutral zone. Unfortunately, puck gives up to the Storm. Unfortunate if you're a Fire fan, because fortunate if you're Storm. Storm now being able to maintain the puck in the offensive zone. Or picked up by Sudo. She tries to clear it up to Severson, misses the pass, but comes off the boards. She'll chase it down into the corner. Players jockeying for position. Corner Fire comes out with the puck, pushes back to Workman. Workman back to Sudo. Sudo trying to put back to Workman, missed. Grand Prairie will bring the puck out. We'll have our first icing of the day.
Real nice give and go there, and got a stick in the lane. That was three real good plays from the affiliate, Haley. Coming in, you know, she played a couple games for the Storm so far this year, and so far she's looking real sharp out there as a Bantam first year.
In the Grand Prairie Storm working with three affiliate players today, and Calgary working with their full season roster. Scrimmage in the Storm end. Fire able to keep the puck inside the zone. Right now Grand Prairie cycling across. Pass up to the forward. Attempted center. Didn't quite work out. Now Fire with a shot on net by McEwen. Action. Side puck enters the neutral zone again. Kitchen will pick it up at the blue line, coming across the Grand Prairie zone. She's Grand Prairie defender, hard on the forecheck. Back check. Grand Prairie now defender's trying to move it out of the puck. She's being heavily checked before.
I think that was our first shot on goal 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of action.
Blocked.
Not much stoppage, but not a lot for offensive opportunities. Stanford now dipsy doodle in the neutral zone. She'll bring the puck on the right side. She moves it across, just too far ahead of McEwen, goes into the corner. Grand Prairie now coming out into the neutral zone. Sutton will pick that up at the red line. Grand Prairie doing a good job on getting the puck out of the zone and clearing it down to the Fire red. And Nixon now coming out of the defensive zone over to Dean. Dean will push it across the red line. Just enters Grand Prairie Storm. It'll be picked up by a defender and pushed back all the way down the length of the ice. Into the Fire zone. Sutton now at the Pedam Shan. Three Fire players breaking out, but picked up by the Grand Prairie defenders and then pushed again back into the Fire zone. Nixon over Sutton. Sutton tried to clear it up to Barnon. Nixon now chasing the puck down in the corner. She'll push it around the back of the net to Sutton. Sutton now push it back to Nixon. She'll move it up to Pedam Shan to Dean. Where it's forechecked by Grand Prairie and pushed again back into the Grand Prairie zone. Grand Prairie being pretty aggressive on the forecheck. Not giving a lot of opportunity for the breakout on that last Fire shift.
This is one of the affiliates, Macy Peters, in behind the goal here.
Puck kept in by... Puck up against the boards. Squirts free.
Captain Ashley Deef lugging that in.
Boswell goes
Getting
behind
it
the
deep.
net. Alloway picks it up. It's deflected by Grand Prairie forecheck. Shot from the point for Grand Prairie. Misses short. Rebound picked up by Grand Prairie. Again, the puck pushed in the center. Now Fire coming outside the defensive zone in the neutral zone. Sky Matthew dumps it into Grand Prairie end and does a line change. Stanford back out on the ice. Workman intercepts a clearing pass at the blue line. Weak attempt to put it on net, picked up by Grand Prairie. And now she had to retreat.
Miss Haley again forechecking. She's got some speed as a first-year Bantam. She's really showed some promise as an elite player.
The first-year Bantam, she can be up against girls 4 years older than herself.
Exactly.
It's, impressive effort so far this game. Ironside, second to the neutral zone. Here across the red line, moves it up to Stanford. Pass just too far. Fire Red able to keep it inside the zone. Grand Prairie though now clearing out. He's going to go to the length of the ice here. Icing waved off. Workman now pushes it across the side. Sullivan picks it up on the far side. Sullivan now trying to stick him out. Intercepted by Grand Prairie. Pass in front of the net. Boswell has to stick.
Puck is loose.
Puck is loose. Grand Prairie being pretty aggressive here right now. Back
Here
to the
comes
point.
a big shot.
Point. Snapshot from the blue line, goes a little bit wide. In behind the net, Workman grabs it off to Severson. Severson now taking your time here, making an attempt to move the puck over to Workman. Now Ironside picks it up in the corner. Heavily forechecked by Grand Prairie. Severson, line backhand passes. You see that a lot in practice, actually.
Yeah, luckily a couple of the Storm had already evacuated the zone and
for
going for a
Red,
change. So.
made it easier as a line change on the Storm's behalf there. That could have been pretty dangerous play. Sutton now in the neutral zone across the blue line.
Oh,
Sutton
she's
actually
through.
fourth leading scorer for the Fire Red team through the regular season. Also an affiliate call-up, I think for 2 games with the AAA midget as well.
This will be icing. Nope, didn't make it.
Calgary brings it back into Grand Prairie zone where it's intercepted by the Storm. Storm coming around the back of the net, passing
That's,
up along the boards.
Dirty Dangles Stewart, we call number 11. She can dangle. Here's that affiliate again in the play. Haley. This is Cote sending the puck up.
Sutton now trying to get the puck up into the neutral zone. The Grand Prairie's the last few minutes have had a hard time getting into the offensive zone. Grand Prairie's been pretty aggressive on their
We got a call here.
We got a penalty coming up here.
We got a kneeing call.
And that call is against Calgary Fire Red. That's Julia McEwen going to the box for 2 minutes. She looks like she's in a little discomfort.
Not sure she did that on purpose. I think it was an accidental collision, and ref's going to call a kneeing.
So face off all the way back down into Calgary end. For shorthanded 5-on-4. Now it's 8:08 in the first period. The first penalty of the game. Back to the blue line, shot by Grand Prairie, blocked by Sutton.
Ooh, that was
Pushed off
squeaked
down to
through
the
there.
corner. Grand Prairie will come out of the corner way, they push it back to the point. Defense moves it up, top of the circle. Calgary playing the box quite well there. Not given much room to do anything. Shot cleared all the way down the end of the ice by Sudo.
Dan Deese, the coach for the Storm, showing how much faith he has in that number 18, Haley Armstrong, sending her out there on the first power play unit.
Well, she has been all over the ice.
Yeah,
Probably been the most aggressive team on today.
It's Dirty Dangle Stewart.
Setting to push her a little wider on the net. Boswell to keep that out easily. Grand Prairie now again in the near corner. Back to the point. Push it back into the corner.
I think
Taves.
Stewart was going for a change there, and Taves missed her on the blue line.
Shift change, new defense out for Fire. Alloway and Maloney, blue line. Push her on the back of the Grand Prairie zone. Dean the only forechecker in. Barnden sitting back at the ringette line. Grand Prairie bringing out across the red line now. Grand Prairie, long shot in from the blue line. Pretty harmless with the shot. Rebound came out though. That could have been more dangerous. Maloney now trying to clear it out, and she'll send it the length of the ice. We see a shift change by Fire forwards. Defense staying on the ice, cycling back. Grand Prairie's playing one player a little bit deeper in the neutral zone. Alloway comes up, keeps it inside, puts it into the corner off the boards. Grand Prairie will pick it up easily. 1-4 checker and Matthew. Rupert comes in on the other side, tries to keep it in the corner. Grand Prairie trying not to clear it. Fire forechecker's doing a good job keeping it in the storm end.
Penalty's over. Players on the ice.
Keelan's out, Stanford's on. A little bit of contact at the red line, incidental, no call.
There she is. Oh, just missed. That was Haley Armstrong sending that puck right out front, and Vanessa Lagasse just missing it.
Affiliate players really showing up today for the Storm.
Yeah, she's flying out there.
Seeing as they're affiliates, they're probably starting an early tryout for next season.
Yeah, well, with her, she'll be here for Bantam again next year, so we're hoping. She's another Peace Country girl from Dawson Creek area. So it's good to see like this Peace Country team made up of girls from all over the country.
Well, as well for stoppage, 5:09 in the first period. Grand Prairie not giving the Fire too much opportunity to move the puck. Of course, the playoffs are all a whole new season, and what was accomplished during the regular season doesn't mean much anymore this weekend. Grand Prairie probably a little more aggressive today on the puck than the Fire's shown so far. Stanford in the face-off circle, Calgary in. Pushes the puck back, but it's actually picked up by Grand Prairie. Back into the corner around the back of the net is Ironside. Ironside will try to push it to the corner for Sullivan. Grand Prairie able to keep it in. Stanford now trying to pull the puck out. Stanford does come away with it. She pushes it forward.
She's away. It's a 2-on-1.
It's a 2-on-1 now. Severson in the front. Gets the puck just a little wide of the net.
Couldn't pull the trigger there. That was a great attempt.
Grand Prairie now able to recover the puck, and they'll shoot it down the end of the zone. That'll be an icing call. The puck coming all the way back to the Storm end.
Just rolled off the end of her stick there. She had to go to her backhand and couldn't get the shot off. But great attempt. Am I dying?
So Pettimshand at center, taking the face-off. She puts it back to the point. Nixon will recover it. Push it again towards Pettimshand, just a little bit wide. It's behind the net. Grand Prairie picks it up. Grand Prairie now moves it into center ice. Fumbled at the blue line. We have a breakaway now for the Storm. Harassed from behind by Sutton. The shot goes high and wide. Probably little assistance there by on that shot from Sutton to make it miss. Pettimshand tries to bring it over across. Move it, pass across the blue line. Kitchen now, plus the Storm blue line, pushes it in the corner and chases it down. Storm around the corner. They'll push it off to the middle where it's intercepted by Nixon, but unable to keep it inside the blue line. She'll bring it back across and push it into the corner. Grand Prairie grabs it around the corner net again, pushing it back up to the blue line. Grand Prairie now moving the puck out of their zone. Nixon, deep into the Grand Prairie zone again. Forecheck on Fire is a little tardy in getting back to those pucks. Grand Prairie easily trying to pick it up.
Maybe getting some bus legs showing here. Storm have to capitalize.
So we'll try to bring it in. Barnden has to make a play to try to stop it. A little bit of contact there. Storm player goes down, Fire player goes down, no call. Shot on net by Grand Prairie Boswell with another save. 3:05 in the first period here in Grand Prairie. Yeah, this is Craig Holloway and Craig Nault with your play-by-play and color commentary. Anasudo in the face-off circle. Buck out Barnon, she'll try to move it out. Picked up by Grand Prairie at the blue line, kept inside. Fire defense, go back and get this puck out. A little contact on the boards there.
The old four-arm shiver there. Is that Maloney?
That is Maloney, Katie Maloney, yeah. The second year midget out of Calgary. Grand Prairie doing a good job keeping it in. Attempted shot pushed a little bit wide of net. Grand Prairie in the corner trying to bring it out, intercepted by Sudo. She'll tap it out into the neutral zone. It's got a little bit of room. Grand Prairie on her pretty quickly. Puck went into the Grand Prairie bench. 2:25 in the first period. Calgary is, Fire Red is notorious for a slow-moving first period. Much to parent chagrin.
Calgary Flames, third period.
Yeah, they tend to pick it up as the game goes on, but of course, who knows what kind of fun was had in the hotel last night. They came in just before dinner time yesterday. Grand Prairie moving the puck out. Stanford intercepts in the neutral zone. Seems like whenever Stanford gets the puck, there's three Calgary Grand Prairie defenders on right away, so it's not getting a lot of room to work magic. Now in the new, she's in the slot, nice slot, glove save by Stanford with a face-off, just the goalie left. Back to Workman. Workman will try to move it into the slot for Lupert. Lupert with a little shot on it by Matthew. Saved by the goaltender there. Puck in behind the net. Grand Prairie tries to clear. It'll be picked up by Ironside on the far boards. She pushes it into the middle. Stanford shot again from the slot. Another save by Grand Prairie. A little bit of an offensive flurry here by Calgary Fire. Goaltender today for Grand Prairie is Grace Boots.
Can't hear me?
Oh, I got you now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Those are garbage.
In the corner for Severson. Severson will try to pick it up. Still coming around the back corners. Pedimshan and Severson in the corner. Two Storm defenders. Storm bringing back up across the blue line. Not a lot of room for the Storm to work there either. Grand Prairie Fire now able to bring it up in the neutral zone. Sullivan pushes it in the corner. She'll chase it down. Sullivan in the corner. Pedimshan sliking in the slot. Severson right in front of the net. Ironside keeping it in. Nice move to put the puck inside. Intercepted, however, by Storm, and they'll push it all the way across the Fire blue line. Workman a couple attempts to try to move it up to Pedimshan at the blue line, intercepted by Grand Prairie. Pedimshan now just across the blue line. She'll backhand it into the corner. But we see a shift change here. Kitchen on the forward check. Kitchen now in the corner. Kitchen coming out. She put it in the slot.
15 seconds left here.
Grand Prairie picked it up. The waning seconds of the first period. First period, a 0-0 tie. Shots have been fairly low. They're not being kept on the board, but I'd suggest probably single digits on both sides.
7-5 for Calgary shots. So, yeah, I think that's a little generous. Even from what I saw, it didn't seem like there was that many shots that got through, but good action back and forth. Calgary dominating the first 5 minutes and then Storm pushing back later in the first. We'll be back. Are we off?
let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, and such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say baby. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. So take it easy. The sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. It's 5 a.m. and I'm on the radio. I'm supposed to call you, but I don't know what to say at all. And there's this girl, she wants me to take her home. She don't really love me though. I'm just on the radio. And I'm not gonna tell you that I'm over it, 'cause I think about it every night, I'm not sobering. I know I keep these feelings to myself. I don't need nobody else, but you're not the only one on my mind. If I'm being honest, if I'm being honest, you said I should be honest, so I'm being honest. A.m. I'm so far away from you. I don't wanna let you down, but what am I supposed to do? It's been 3 weeks at least now since I've been gone, and I don't even like the road. I'm just on the radio. And I'm not gonna tell you that I'm over it, 'cause I think about it every night, I'm not sobering. I know I keep these feelings to myself. I don't need nobody else, but you're not the only one on my mind. If I'm being honest, not sobering. I know I keep these feelings to myself, like I don't need nobody else, but you're not the only one on my mind. If I'm being honest, if I'm being honest, you said I should be honest, so I'm being honest. If I'm being honest.
Don't let your head hang low. You've seen the darkest skies, I know. Let your heart run child like horses in the wild. So take my hand and home we'll go. The sun it glows like gold. Feel it warm as a burning coal. Let your soul shine bright like diamonds in the sky. So take my hand and home we'll go. 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 Don't let your head hang low. You've seen the darkest skies, I know. Let your heart run child like horses in the wild. So take my hand and home we'll go. 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 Home we'll go.
Hey, welcome back to Grand Prairie, Alberta. Coca-Cola Center. We're on the Weyerhaeuser Arena side. We're in the second period intermission just ending, or first period intermission just ending, second period about to start. Score is 0-0. Shots for Calgary, 7. Shots for Storm, 5. A lot of back and forth. Not a lot of high-quality scoring chances by either team. We had one penalty in the first, Julie McEwen for tripping. No pain, obviously, came from that for the Fire Red. Things are about to get started here. Both teams will be even-handed. Start the period. Referees called players in. Taking the face-off is Kelly Stanford. Puck goes back to Alloway. Alloway now bring it up across the red line. She'll shoot it into the Storm end, chased by Fire and Storm players alike. Into the corner, Matthew has the puck. She'll bring it across, push it into the middle, it goes wide into the quarter. Grand Prairie in behind the net. Hard on the forecheck is Stanford again, keeping the puck inside. Lupert and Stanford. Maloney pushes out in the middle where it's intercepted by the Storm. They'll push it up into the boards now. Matthew up against the boards, keep the puck in. Stanford now, she'll bring it across, tries to move it across, it's intercepted. Grand Prairie now, partial breakaway, Alloway sprints back, intercepts, pushes that wide puck. Grand Prairie in the corner now. Alloway getting tangled up a little bit with the Storm player, takes a tumble. Matthew now in the neutral zone, push it up. Stanford picks it up across the ring line, backhand on net. Loose puck, Grand Prairie scoops it up, pushes it in the corner. Matthew now chasing. Storm bringing it across the neutral zone. They'll push it a long lead pass. Grand Prairie, open shot here, left side. Tangled up just a bit by Ironside to prevent a good shot on net. Grand Prairie curls the puck across the slot into the far boards, near boards. Fire now out of the corner. Pedamshan in her feet. She'll bring it up across the blue line. Severson, Pedamshan. Pedamshan now dump it across the red line into the Storm end. Severson on the puck. She'll put on Pedamshan. Pedamshan trying to work around the back of the boards. Severson again back to Pedamshan. Pedamshan now out of the corner. Stick check there by Storm. Sullivan now. She'll try to cycle the puck back. Grand Prairie pretty aggressive on the forecheck here, not leaving a lot of opportunity for Fire to work their magic. Workman a weak shot. Oh, Pedamshan scores. Initial shot by Workman, pretty harmless looking, but Pedamshan picked up the rebound right on the top of the crease and was able to sneak it underneath the Grand Prairie Storm goalie. 1-0 at 18:03 in the second period. Calgary Fire Red take the lead.
Sorry, Craig.
Play-by-play today by Craig Alloway with the Fire Red, and color commentary by Craig Nault with the Peace Country Storm. You got the Craig Square show. Why have one Craig when you can have two Craigs?
That's right. Two Craigs are better than one.
And behind the net is McEwen. 3 Storm players.
Cote now across to Stewart. Stewart's going to try and feed this up to Bablitz. She was covered, so nothing doing. Calgary recovers into the forecheck zone. Stewart picks it off and sends Wallen ahead, but she just rolls off her stick. She couldn't quite get the shot off. Or she was sprung.
So the assist actually given to Severson on the Pedamshan goal. Again, 1-0. First blood drawn by Calgary Fire.
Came out flying, did they? I was on the phone, sorry. That's Friesen getting the puck in deep. Legacy now pressuring in behind the goal. Puck is sent out, Calgary's away.
Sudol here, she'll bring it across the blue line, have to dump it in.
Henry turns back, reverses. Calgary recovers.
Back to the point. Sutton has the puck on the blue line. She'll let a slap shot go. Blocked in around the ring net line. Grand Prairie will bring the puck out.
Friesen's across the red line. She's going to dump this. Hits the linesman, and now it's sent in. They're offside.
Sutton bringing the puck up around the corner. She'll take a long lead pass. Just tipped by McEwen. Grand Prairie picks it up.
Cote into the slot. Rolls off her stick in behind the net. Tries to throw it out front.
Stanford now. Puck goes back into the Fire zone. Sutton behind the net. She'll push it over to Nixon.
Taves throws it out
Stanford
front,
in the slot. She'll put a long lead pass to Barnan. Barnan now across the blue line. Tries to do a move. Grand Prairie defender upsets her. Takes the puck in. Now she's coming around her own net.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't? You can't hear me, so can you turn mine up?
Maloney now with the puck
I think I'm a little
fire
quiet
zone.
still.
Kept in by,
So-
nope, not kept in.
There we
by
go.
the Peace
Check,
Country
check.
Storm.
Is that getting better? That's getting
Catching
better.
up, Rich.
There we go.
15:47 in the second period, score 1-0 for the Calgary Fire. Grand Prairie bench in dialogue with the referees.
Think we're getting too many men here?
I didn't see a delayed call on that, but coach is not overly animated, so they don't seem too upset about something, or maybe more of a clarification than anything. Still an ongoing conversation here. Oh, they are getting a penalty. Grand Prairie getting a penalty. That's number 9 for the Peace Country Storm, Charlize Henry, going to the box. Not quite sure what the call is here. Must have been a too many men, or
Yeah,
penalty of some
they
sort.
looked like that was what the motion was, so. I'm thinking
Again on the headset.
still don't hear me. Quiet again.
Grand Prairie able to clear the puck. Galloway loses her stick.
Can you hear me
Stanford's
better
trying
now?
to push it down ice for her. Galloway picks up her stick. Puck's in the corner. Stanford will come out with it. Now we'll see a bit of a rush here by the Fire.
Test.
Power play.
A little better.
Stanford in. Can't get much done with that. Maloney loses the puck. It'll go down to the far end. Boswell will pick it up. She'll play it forward to Alloway. Alloway will move it forward to Stanford. Can't keep control of it in the neutral zone. Grand Prairie again back into the Fire zone. Not a strong start by Fire on this power play. Grand Prairie defenders doing a pretty good job at returning the puck down to the Fire zone. A little miscommunication there between Alloway and Stanford. Grand Prairie comes up with the puck.
Ooh, that was a shot
Fire.
just sent wide there.
Both Fire wingers were sitting outside in the neutral zone there. Calgary defenders were outnumbered actually in their own zone. Alloway picks up the puck at the blue line. She moves it across the red. Kind of on her own. Winger's taking a line change at this point. Alloway makes a shot on net. A little wide. She tumbles into the corner.
Off the boards and Wolin gets it through.
Grand Prairie push it down.
30
Penalty
seconds
kill by-
remaining.
Good penalty kill by Grand Prairie so far here. It's been more their opportunity than the Fire. Workman now over to Matthew. Matthew attempting to get a shot off in the slot. Stick checks by Grand Prairie made it a little hard to do.
That'll do it.
No.
10 seconds.
Shot all the way back down into the Fire zone.
Now
Workman into the
Bablitz
corner.
down deep. Grand Prairie getting their lines equaled out here, and Calgary's going to break out.
Pedimshan with a little speed up to the neutral zone across the blue line. Into the slot, tries a backhand, push wide of the net. Grand Prairie.
Budgell across to Brazel. Brazel's going to try to hit Friesen, and that just rolls off the stick. Lineman waves off the icing. He's going to say it was tipped.
The penalty over to Grand Prairie. The power play for Fire Red largely ineffective. Probably, if anything, advantage to Grand Prairie during that short
Yeah, I
period.
think they got a couple shots off there during the shorthanded. There's a backhanded attempt by Vandalite out front, and Lagasse can't get there in time, so there's a pinch by Brazel from the blue line, holding it in. Good move there for Calgary, and they're outside of the zone.
Sudo will push it into the Storm end, where it's pushed back out again. Now
That one's off the glass. This is Bablitz from Valley View chasing in deep.
Sutton up to Sullivan. Sullivan in her own end. Going to move it out. Across the blue line, Severson lost. Grand Prairie will pick it up. Sutton again, puck in her own end.
That one's picked off. This is Ashley Deeth, the captain from the blue line with a shot. Glove save. Puck was loose there, and Wallen crashes in. goes down hard.
So 12:09 in the second period. Score of Calgary Fire 1, Peace Country Storm yet to be on the scoreboard. Although they might want to be shorthanded more often by the looks
I was
of that
going to
last
say,
penalty.
Calgary might want to wave off their next power play.
Be an interesting feature when you get declined penalties in hockey.
Nice drop pass there. Big blocker save by Grace Lutz.
That was Julia McEwen with a shot just at the top of the circle.
Here's Taves and Coulter. Coulter is away. Number 4 back covering her. Good job there from the Calgary defense.
Sutton to Kitchen, can't quite clear it out of the zone. Now it's out. McEwen tries to make a play on it. Puck bantered around and pushed into the Grand Prairie zone. Kept in by Calgary forecheckers. Now at the neutral zone, Olivia Sutton back up to Julie McEwen. McEwen will try to avoid the Storm defender. Stanford
Nice
now
move.
pushes across in the middle. McEwen again with the puck. McEwen having a good shift here in Grand Prairie.
This isn't going to make it, so Friesen. She's like a dog after a bone when she's forechecking. Offside.
Calgary offside at the blue line.
This morning's game sponsor is Prestige Mechanical Services.
Grand Prairie pretty aggressive on their fore and back checks. Keeping the Calgary Fire is really their probably strength is the speed of play. They've just not been able to get a lot of movement on the ice with Grand Prairie's checking. It's in the neutral zone. Maloney will try to get on it. The puck's deflected up over out of play. 10:49 now in the second period. Again, Calgary Fire leading by 1 goal. The only goal. Shan off the face-off. Puck up against the boards.
Dazzle jumps in and Bablitz collects it. Puck is sent just high. Wallen gets that one back in deep, and Bablitz is going to give chase. Calgary Fire recovers behind their net, send it out, and Deef pestering there. She won't let him out.
Only Pettimshan into the neutral zone over to Barnon. Barnon comes in across the blue line, goes to the far side boards, coming around the back corner, looking for somebody to move the puck to.
And this is Coulter back out again. She's got her affiliate Haley Armstrong with her. That one I thought was close to offside, but linesman waves it off. Coulter looking to send this up to the D. Cote now with a hard shot. Oh, deflected. It was right there. Taves now throws it out front. Nothing doing. Cote with another shot and a big save.
Boswell with a good save there. That was a lot of pressure by Grand Prairie on that shift. The affiliate plays have been really impressive today.
She's getting after it. She's always been a good skater. I know I spent a little time on the bench with the Bantam coaches this year, and they really liked her play, and she's a fast skater, real skilled.
We have Sudo here bringing the puck across the blue line. She gets pushed off into the corner. She'll try to recover. Grand Prairie on it. Matthews now with a forecheck. Fire with the puck into the slot for Looper. Looper's shot goes wide. Coming around the side of the boards. Workman will pick it up. Her attempt to push it back in, deflect off Grand Prairie Storm. She'll have to go back in the neutral zone and recover. Now to Looper. Looper chasing a puck. Lutzel covered up. We'll have a face-off in the Storm end left of the goaltender. 9-10 now in the second period. Pretty good pace of play and pretty clean hockey so far. We haven't seen a lot of...
Yeah, it's been, a couple incidental penalties there. One too many men, and the other one was a kneeing, but I think it was more of just an accidental run into each other. So, yeah, pretty clean.
Of course, these teams only meeting once during the regular season, not a lot of time to develop a grudge match, but I'm sure through the course of the weekend we'll have a few other contests where penalty minutes will register a little higher than they are today for sure. Sutton able to keep it in the blue line. Just going to cross the ice here, looking for some room, either to move the puck or shoot it. She'll take a slap shot in north of the net. High, wide, and
good move there to open herself up. Get some room.
Sutton again now, keeping the blue line. They're not going to let her get an easy shot away again. Now Grand Prairie on her pretty quick. She'll try to move the puck over to Nixon. Nixon loses it, just comes outside. Fired line shift on the forward side. Nixon now in her own zone. She'll try to bring it out here, pushes back to Sutton. Sutton will cycle through. She'll move it up to Sullivan. Sullivan now, she'll retreat back into the fire zone again. She'll try to move it over to Nixon. Grand Prairie.
There's the affiliate, Haley Armstrong.
The puck. They get a shot
was released by Coulter. Again,
on the ice.
There's that affiliate in there pressuring and then causing a turnover. And Coulter getting a good shot off.
Stanford now into the corner. She'll take it on her own. Shot high over the net. In the corner, Severson will pick that up. Alloway keeps it in the blue line, but only momentarily. Pushed out. Maloney will shoot it back in. Now on the fourth check of Stanford, but we're offside at 7:31 in the second period.
Got some different line combinations from the Peace Country coaches here. Rolling that affiliate through a couple different lines. She's been flying, so they recognize that and putting her out with a couple different people. And just about paid off there with Coulter getting a good scoring opportunity.
The linesmen there playing a little defense on their own. Stops the fire rush in there. Puck stays in. No shot by Maloney. Stopped by Lutz. On the far side board now. Stanford will come away with it. Trying to move in on her own. Picked up by Grand Prairie. With a 3-on-2 here.
Cote chasing the puck in deep. Their defense pinching in. She's got Friesen backing her up on the defensive side, and Friesen makes a good defensive play. So now we got Legacy in all alone. Weak shot. I think her stick was checked there from the Calgary defender.
I thought it was offside myself here, but of course I'm biased. So representing Fire Red Parents here, play-by-play. 6:51 left in the second period. Chan in the face-off circle. Right of Boswell. Zired side in the corner. She'll move it across. Workman will pick it up in the opposite corner. She'll try to push it up to Kitchen. Fire now breaking out. Inside the offensive zone, Workman will try to push it out to the corner. It's picked up by McEwen. She'll move it across all the way to the other side. Ironside now. But put it on net. Wrist shot wide of the net. Chan will pick it up. She's trying to get into the middle again. Backhand pass. McEwen a little late to get to the puck. Grand Prairie is able to push it out of the neutral zone. Kitchen now. She'll come in. Deep enough. She'll come across net. Oh, and Kitchen scores.
A good shot.
Nice little shot. 6:07, Calgary Fire now taking 2-0 lead over the Peace Country Storm.
That was a nice move there. She just kind of waited her out and put it under the glove.
Yeah, it looked like Kitchen was going to probably be a little too deep and wouldn't be able to come across that far again, but she almost was able to tiptoe across the crease line there and come back out just enough to get a shot off on net, and that went home.
Coach just got the monkey off her back. I guess she mustn't have scored in a while, eh?
And she's been a few assists, but she's been a little light on the scoring. So, yeah. But again, new season. It all resets to 0. And
that's right.
It matters from now on.
Playoffs is a reset, and then provincials is another reset. And some of the girls really, you see some odd. All of a sudden, someone's shining that doesn't regularly come out in the regular season or playoffs, and provincials all of a sudden there's
shot by Grand Prairie into the slot. Boswell, sharp on her toes, was able to stop that.
That was a nice pass from Taves out of the corner. Saw Coulter streaking in right up the middle. Great shot. Good save.
First little bit of feistiness there after that shot. A little bit of pushing back and forth in front of the net. Oh, really harmless at the end of the day. Nothing comes of it. Face off now to Boswell's left. Stanford pushes the puck back. Nixon will clear it around to Sutton. Sutton now she'll push it back to Nixon. Baffy trying to call off the boards. Storm pretty aggressive on the forecheck. Oh, a little contact there on Stanford. Sutton now pushing the puck up out of her zone. She'll put it over to Stanford. Stanford will carry in across the blue line. She's got support behind, puts it on net. Easy stop by Lutz. Baffy now in the corner. Puck will go to the far side. Sutton will kind of come up, try to keep it inside. Just sneaks out Grand Prairie. Rupert though, back. Her attempt to keep it inside deflected, pushing the neutral zone. Where the Fire and Storm will battle each other to see who comes out. Fire does now. With Sutton now. She'll rush, passes it up to Stanford at the blue line. Grand
Good
Prairie
back check there from Ashley Deeth. She's going to try and break out of the zone. No, picked off.
Stanford now pushes back in corner. Grand Prairie back to recover. Good forecheck here by the Fire to keep that puck inside.
Getting a little jump in their step now. The 2 goals probably help them a little. And to light the fire.
2 goals last night. Burritos will probably work their way through a little later on their feet.
Had to get them out of their system.
Puck just outside Grand Prairie, the Storm zone. Got him Shan on the faceoff for Fire Red against Taze. Erlen Taze finished 7th in league scoring for the regular season with 22 points. Kelly Stanford with the Fire Red finished 1st with 36. But again, they're both looking to just only worry about point totals today and through the weekend.
Here comes Taves now, breaking out of his own. She's can fly. Couldn't get it ahead. The Fire intercept that, and it's back into the Storm zone, but now they're away. Haley Armstrong and Taves out front. Throws it there. Nice stop by the netminder. It's loose in front. Can't tuck it away. Calgary comes up with it and gets it out into the Storm zone.
Sure, Boswell saw it, knew where that puck was. She looked like she was looking for it, and Fire was fortunate enough to pick it up and move it out. Grand Prairie now trying to start a rush up. Alloway will pick it up at the blue line. She'll push it back into the neutral zone. We have a little
Got a one-on-one here.
Hanasudo one-on-one. Grand Prairie defender. Line change by defense, left the point exposed. The puck shot down the other end. Won't make an icing though. Fire inside now around her net. She'll turn around. Take the
forecheck
back over
here.
to Workman. Here's Sudo.
There's a good interception. Vandalite out front. Couldn't get the shot off. There's Brazel holding the blue line, pinching in. Lachey comes in to help out. And Fire are going to get this out.
Inside to push it out in the neutral zone, picked up by Grand Prairie.
Henry across. This is Deef now on a one-on-one. High slot. Looks for a shot. Puck is loose. Covered up.
Boswell with another save. Not a lot of sustained possession here in the last 5 minutes or so. Both teams pretty aggressive on their checking. Prevented pretty much any consistent.
Calgary Fire coming back in the last half of the second period and matching the forecheck of the Storm. So
it's
an exciting game.
2:26 left in the second. Again, Calgary Fire leading this game 2-0.
Wallen throws it out front. Bablitz can't get the shot off. There it is. It's loose. 2 racks at it. Still loose.
Shots by Grand Prairie. Boswell able to stop those. Okay, now we're seeing some emotions here. We had a
ref's motioning like he's sending someone. I think he's going to take them both, but
Olivia Sutton is getting one for sure. Number 4 with Calgary Fire.
Only one, I guess. 2:12 left in the period. The Storm are going to have to try and capitalize on this power play.
So for all but 12 seconds, save a goal by the Storm. The Fire will be short-handed here. Nearly finishing the second
wins the
period.
face-off to Wallen. Wallen drops it back to Stewart. Stewart back to Wallen on the half wall. She throws one towards the net. It's deflected high over the net. Bablett's in there. Recovers. Gets it back to Wallen on the half wall. She's going to throw another shot. Nice glove save there.
Fire so far able to keep Grand Prairie to the edges. The shot was low probability at best, but Boswell was able to grab it with her glove. Of course, now Fire will be short on defense now with Olivia Sutton in the box.
Stewart drops it back to Wallen. Wallen and Stewart changing places here. Stewart's going to now skate the blue line, leave it for Cote. Cote to Wallen. Didn't get a good shot off, but there's another one. Bablett's in with the rebound. Good save there.
Boswell on her toes. Able to shut down those last couple opportunities for Grand Prairie. We're going to see a shift change here. We got Lubert, Matthew, Alloway, and Maloney now on the penalty kill. Matthew taking face off.
No changes for the Storm. They leave the same power play unit out there. Deeth circling. She gets into the zone. Drops it for Wallen. Wallen's in the slot. Leaves it for Cote. Cote's shot is blocked. Stewart throws one blindly towards the net. It's deflected by Bablett's and covered up.
1:21 left in the period. 1:09 left in the penalty. Calgary Fire leading 2-0. All this power play has been in the Calgary end here. Grand Prairie doing a good job keeping pressure on.
Yeah,
Boswell doing a good job keeping the puck.
Storm getting probably 3-4 shots off of that power play so far, halfway through.
Much more effective than the Fire found their first power play today.
With a bit of a line change, we've got Coulter and Cote, Taves and Haley Armstrong out there. Cote skates up the wing and gets a shot off, and a blocker save is deflected up into the netting, so stoppage in play. Face off back into the Storm zone, sorry.
Just under a minute now, 47 seconds left on the Storm power play. See another change on defenders here. Ironside and Workman head off to their end.
Coulter drops it back to Cote. Cote walks the line. She's got a good shot here. There's a wrister. It's blocked. Sent into the corner. Taves is going to come away. Throws it back up to Cote. Cote walks. Sends it across to Stewart. Stewart with a hard shot. That's deflected into the corner. Taves looking for Stewart up high. Onto her backhand. Rolling puck. Drops it down to Coulter. Coulter bobbles it a bit there on the wall. Drops it down low. Haley Armstrong's going to go down low. Drops it to Taves. Taves with a shot. She sends it high over the net. Stewart walking the line. Throws one towards the goal. That's blocked. Calgary's going to get this out.
Calgary just barely
Puck
gets it out.
deflected up into the bench, I believe, so that'll do it for the power play.
No, well, technically 1 second, but I think we could probably blow that up in a face-off. Only 13 and a half seconds left in the game. Again, Calgary Fire up by 2. Really good power play opportunities by Storm. They just couldn't put it in the net today.
Storm now, going to try and break out, but that's the end of the period, so a few more shots, I'm sure, on that period.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more offense between both teams. I think Storm must have had a fair collection of shots there on that last power play as well.
Yeah, for sure. Calgary getting the best of it in that period with 2 goals, so we'll be back for the third and final period.
5 a.m. and I'm on the radio. I'm supposed to call you, but I don't know what to say at all. And there's this girl, she wants me to take her home. She don't really love me though. I'm just on the radio. And I'm not gonna tell you that I'm over it, 'cause I think about it every night, I'm not sobering. I know I keep these feelings to myself, like I don't need nobody else. But you're not the only one on my mind, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, you said I should be honest, so I'm being honest. 6 a.m. I'm so far away from you. I don't wanna let you down, but what am I supposed to do? It's been 3 weeks at least now since I've been gone, and I don't even like the road. I'm just on the radio. And I'm not gonna tell you that I'm over it, 'cause I think about it every night, I'm not sobering. I know I keep these feelings to myself, like I don't need nobody else. But you're not the only one on my mind, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, you said I should be honest, so I'm being honest. Tell you that I'm over it, 'cause I think about it every night, I'm not sobering. I know I keep these feelings to myself, like I don't need nobody else. But you're not the only one on my mind, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, you said I should be honest.
semi-good looking, in on the streets again. Oh yeah, you think you're really cooking, baby? You better find yourself a friend. My friend, you're talking about love. My love is rotten to the core. And you're talking about love, just like I've told you before. Before. I stood and looked down. You know I lost a lot of friends there, baby. I got no time to mess around. So if you want it, got to bleed, boy, baby. Yeah, got to bleed, baby. You got to bleed, baby. Got to bleed, baby. Ain't talking about love. The love is running to the core. Ain't talking about love, just like I told you before. Ain't talking about love. Don't wanna talk about love. Don't need to talk about love. Ain't gonna talk about love. You know.
Take us one flight, we'd be in the same time zone. Looking through your timeline, seeing all the rainbows. I got an idea, and I know that it sounds crazy. I just wanna see you. Oh, I gotta ask, do you got plans tonight? I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan, and I was thinking I could fly to your hotel tonight. 'Cause I can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. I can't seem to get you off my mind. Let's get lost. Let's get lost. I can't seem to get you off my mind. I can feel the tension. We could cut it with a knife. I know it's more than just a friendship. I can hear you think I'm right, yeah. Do I gotta convince you that you shouldn't fall asleep? It'll only be a couple hours, and I'm about to leave. Do you got plans tonight? I'm a couple 100 miles from
Yeah, nice job.
So both teams return to the ice for the start of the third period here.
Calgary Fire up 2-0 right now after 2 periods of play. Storm in the game though. Pretty aggressive play by both sides. The last power play by the Peace Country Storm was pretty productive other than a goal.
Yeah, probably got 5-6 shots off on that power play, so.
Fire were only able to get the puck out one time, I believe, in that goal. The whole 2 minutes. Sutton now into the box, though. Both teams even. Started the third period here in Grand Prairie, the Weyerhaeuser Arena. Kelly Stanford taking the face-off, coming to the circle late. We are underway. Ironside back to Workman. Should push the puck out in neutral zone. Grand Prairie recovers.
Wallen and Deeth giving chase in there and just missed the puck, so Bablitz is going to come in and help out. This comes to Bablitz. She tries to walk out of the corner. It's knocked off her stick. Deeth's going to come across to the near side.
Hooper to push it to Stanford. Stanford now got across her own blue line. She's with Matthew. Matthew staying in the middle of the ice there. Stanford tries to put a puck on net. It's missed short into the corner. Stanford now recovers, but only momentarily. Ironside now back to Stanford. Stanford out of the corner. She'll try to put it out front. Matthew tied up by a Storm defender and puck cycled back to the blue line. Workman tries to take a shot from the near side boards. Grand Prairie picked it up. Puck now in behind the Storm net. Grand Prairie Storm trying to pull the puck out of their own zone.
Bad case of the you got it, I got it.
Oh, Stanford.
That's not in.
She had a one-time opportunity to hit the post. Obviously the outside of the post, no goal.
She was celebrating and her teammate was waving it off for her.
And holding her hand, she went from the euphoria of a goal to the disappointment of a save, unfortunately for her. Benham Shad now in the face-off circle. 18:43 in the third. Sutton try to put it on net.
Henry gets out ahead. Cote sends it to Coulter, and Haley Armstrong picks that up in the zone, throws it towards the net. It hits the blocker stick there and comes across to this near side. There's Haley Armstrong, the affiliate, throws it out front, nobody home. Brazel now backhands that weakly down into the corner. Coulter in there pinching. Taves helping out. Puck rolls in behind the Calgary zone. Sutton's going to throw this around. And Brazel stops him at the blue line and sends it back in. Coulter with a good stick. Sends it in as well. It's going to come to Brazel at the blue line. She dumps it in. And Calgary's going to exit the zone.
Sullivan push it over to Severson. Severson across the red line. She'll carry it in across the blue line. Weak dump in. Grand Prairie picks it up. But Nixon on this far side board. She'll take it into the corner where the stick checked away from her. McEwen comes in. Puck pinned up against the far side board. 2 Fire, 2 Storm players. Picks out. Storm pick it up. Push it around their net. Kitchen in on the boards. Sutton able to keep it in at the blue line. She'll put it back around. McEwen will pick it up after it goes around the Storm net. Pseudo now by the Storm corner. Who's controlling it? Puck bounces free. Sutton in a race to the puck.
Cote giving chase here. She's going to almost win the race to the puck. And defenseman jumping into the play to get that out of the zone and then goes right after it all the way into the Calgary Fire zone. And she wisely decides to send another one in there while the Storm check up and get a line change. Wallen picks that off. It comes to Deeth at the blue line. She fumbles it. Calgary's out. Henry knocks that off the Fire stick. Wallen with a shot. That's up high. There's a rebound and Roberts with a backhand. is covered up, straight into the breadbasket.
Boswell with a couple saves there. It's not a continued pressure, but when she sees pressure, she sees like 2 or 3 shots at a time, it seems like.
She's pretty calm in net there. She had a good season this year. Saw her record. She looked good.
Yeah. And Boswell, she had a win here in this rink earlier this season when the Fire were in Grand Prairie back in December. Dean now, she chased the puck in the Storm zone.
Deeth now, the captain for the Storm, enters the Calgary Fire zone, gets a shot off, it's blocked into the corner. Wallen gets there, leaves it for Brazel at the blue line. She throws a looper towards the net. That's deflected, and Calgary are going to get out.
Alloway was able to put her size 11 on that puck, keep it out of the crease.
And Haley Armstrong picks this puck up. She's going to skate across the red line into the zone, through the legs. Oh, just loses the handle at the last minute. She probably had a good scoring opportunity there. That one hits the linesman. Haley back to her. The puck is just coming to her, and she sends out to Taves. Taves can't get a good shot off. And Calgary is sprung. Stanford at the red line.
Stanford now in the Storm zone. Takes it into the corner looking for some help. Line change makes help a little late in arriving. Grand Prairie will pick it up around the back of the net, push it up to the blue line where Workman will save it. She'll push it back to the corner. A little back and forth here between Storm and Fire. Gets possession. Puck springs out into the Fire zone. Ironside back to play.
Legacy giving pressure here with Friesen coming in.
Workman
Nice.
now try to put it over to Matthew. It'll travel into the Storm zone where it's stopped play by Woods. 14:58, the third period. Calgary Fire up by 2. Great back and forth pressure. Grand Prairie certainly in this game.
Friesen in on the face-off. She wins it into the corner, picks it up herself, sends it behind to Brazel, and it goes right around to Legacy. She chips it past the defender, and she's going to give chase. That came in hard. She gets rubbed off the puck and lost her stick. Vanderlei tries to throw one out front, and Friesen was tied up there, so she couldn't do anything with it. Friesen pressuring now all the way down. Calgary's going to get out.
Ironside will carry it up across the blue line. Offside though. Looper, those longer legs, couldn't stay onside. Puck whistle dead. Line change on both sides here. We'll see a bunch of fresh legs here at 14:21 in the third period.
A couple of good opportunities so far early on in the third period on both ends.
Pseudo in for the face-off. Won by Storm. Sullivan now on the far side board. Should get it just across the blue line.
Bablett's ahead to Wallen. Wallen's got one to beat. She gets rubbed off there, and we're going to get a call.
We're going to see
Interference.
Nixon in for body contact. 14:03. The last power play, Storm sustained pressure just about the entire 2 minutes. See if
They've got that same line out there, except Coulter. They got Bablitz. Actually, I think Bablitz started it and Coulter came out later on. So same line that sustained that pressure early in that first power play. So this is a win for the Storm. To Stewart. Stewart down to Wallen. Wallen's looking across to Cote. Cote gets a shot off, but that's high and into the netting and out of play.
grand total of 12 seconds through that power play so far.
2 minutes for ball time, 57.
We've got Sutton and Maloney out.
So face-off down in the Calgary zone. Deeth wins that back to Stewart. Stewart drops it for Wallen. Wallen sends it across to Cote. Cote down to Deeth. Deeth on the near wall, throws it towards the net. It's deflected, and Calgary is going to exit the zone, get it deep, and Deeth's going to retreat to come and pick this up. Deef now stops up, sends it across to Cote. Cote ahead to Coulter. It's kind of in the linesman's feet there, so Coulter sends it across, and Wallen's gonna enter the zone. Sends it ahead to Cote. Cote throws one on net. It's calmly covered up. Minute 11 left in the power play. Next two teams out warming up is St. Albert and Calgary White. They'll be playing next.
McEwen taking the face-off here, just left to Boswell.
Taves wins that back to Stewart, but Stewart loses it off the wall and comes back to Cote into their own zone. Cote to Coulter. She leaves it for Armstrong, and Armstrong in there now on that power play. It's in her feet, throws it ahead to Coulter. Coulter walks the line, goes down behind the goal. Taves throws one towards the goal, that's blocked. Cote's gonna pinch in here on the far wall. Calgary's gonna exit, no, it's held in. Now they do. Stewart at the red line, circles, dangles two, dangles three, walks in, she's on her backhand, goes to a forehand, straight into the breadbasket. Calmly covered up there by Boswell.
Line change, both sides. 24 seconds left in the power play at 12:27 in the third period. Again, Calgary Fire leading 2-0. Storm, good pressure here on this power play.
That's the first face-off loss there for the Storm during the power play. Wallen gets it.
Off the post, comes back out through the crease.
Bablitz and hits the post, goes 5-0 and hits the post. Great opportunity. Henry across the Brazel. She fans on it. And Calgary's going to exit the zone. Power play is over. 1 second. Calgary skates that in, leaves it in the corner, and Henry drops that to Brazel. Brazel ahead to Wallen. Wallen sends it across. Bablitz is going to get to the red line, try and chip it deep. Deef does, and Calgary recovers. They're coming in now. Brazel in behind her own goal. Stick check there. Two Calgary defenders down low. Vandelite ahead to Friesen. Friesen now with some speed coming up the far wing. She crosses into the middle. Puck is still there. Friesen with another shot. That hits the post as well.
Boswell scooped that up. Face off now to Calgary goaltenders right. 11:20 now in the third period. Kelly Stanford back on the ice. Always dangerous when she's on the ice.
Coulter couldn't find that puck in her feet, and four Calgary players just about exited the zone there with Cote pinching. That was just
Stanford
about
across the red line to Looper. Looper to carry it in. Stanford in the slot. She's got a shot. Saved by the Storm goaltender.
I think that was a rolling puck. She just kind of sent it towards the net. She'd like that one back so she could probably put that top corner into her awful quick.
Face off to the left of Storm goalie. Sutton tries to put it on net. Nice little tip.
Oh, that was going in. It went 5-0, and she just turned in time.
A little apprehension by the referee. Wasn't quite sure where the puck was. Had to take a second look there, but the Storm goaltender did save it. Nice couple of opportunities for Fire Red here in the last minute.
Wallen chips that off the wall. She can't get it out of the zone though. Calgary's still pressuring.
Sutton now chasing the puck into a little deeper into the corner there. She'll retreat back to the blue line as Grand Prairie rounds their net, trying to clear the puck. It does come out in the neutral zone, under easy control by Lupert. She'll put it over to Sutton at the red line. Sutton again back across ice to Nixon. Nixon will push it into Storm end. She tries to keep it on the side, hauled down. Goaltender does have to jump on it. Not really a shot. Certainly had to stop play there. A little dangerous area. That puck to be sitting on the open.
Wisely covered up by Grace Lutz. She saw the pressure coming and decided she'd seen enough.
10:20 now in the third.
There's Friesen, retreats. Passes it back to Stewart. Stewart's going to try and get this out. It's battle at the red line. Calgary recovers and enters the zone.
Pedem Shan now coming in the corner. She'll push it back to Sutton. Sutton on the boards there. Can't quite keep control. Pushed around and does pop out of the neutral zone, but under Sutton's control again. She'll bring it across the blue line. She's coming in through the slot. Shot! Just missed the net. She'll come back out of the corner with it again.
Here comes Tig. She's got some speed. Just can't beat the defender there. And now Calgary's away. At the end of the line change, so I think they'll get that in deep. Vanderlight now. She's going to skate across the blue line, pass it across to Cote. Cote down below the goal line, throws one towards the net. That's steered aside by number 7 from Calgary. We've got a hook coming here, I believe Taves. Got her stick up into the midsection.
This will be the first power play for Calgary since the first period when they had the benefit of a 5-on-4 only by the bench penalty. Not much action occurred there on Fire's behalf. We'll see if they can change that around here in the third. Face off to Storm's left. McEwen back to Workman. Workman back to McEwen. McEwen will come off the boards. Workman will carry it inside over to McEwen again. Workman back into the corner. McEwen pinned by the Storm defender. Picked up by Pseudo. She'll push it back to Workman. Workman will put a shot at net. Blocked by the Storm defender. Here comes Pseudo. Cycling around. Again, another shot deflected into the corner. Grand Prairie now with the puck, moving it up. Ironside able to keep it inside the zone.
Storm finally cleared that out. They had a couple opportunities to clear it early and they didn't, so Fire looking a lot better on this power play.
Better, but not too many shots got past the ringette line there, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, a couple good blocks.
Workman over to Ironside. Ironside, she'll put it up towards the net there. Picked up by Pseudo right on the side of the net with a backhand. Push wide. Here's McEwen in the corner. She's got options. She'll push it back to Pseudo. Pseudo now. Cycle it through over to Ironside. Ironside in some time. She put up Workman. Workman try to put a shot on net. Not quite good connection on that shot. Limped into the corner, but she's got the puck again back at the point. Cycling the puck across. Pseudo will put it on net. Deflection puts it up over top. The Grand Prairie goalie. The puck will go all the way down. Boswell will play it short here and move it up to Ironside. Ironside now trying to come out of her own zone, put it up to Stanford. Stanford on the far side boards with an offside. 7:24 left in the third period. 15 seconds left in Fire power play. The score is 2-0 for Calgary Fire. Stanford and Alloway consulting. The puck goes back to Alloway, right off the face-off. She dumps it into the far side. Barndon in on the forward check. Stanford now with the puck on the near side board. She'll come into the corner. Possession, she tries to back it out. Picked up by the Storm. Penalty is over. 5-on-5.
Deeth tries to get that shot through. That's blocked by number 12, and Henry pinching in here. She's going to get caught. Bablitz comes in to help out. Got a bit of a scrum on the near wall right in front of the Calgary bench.
We have Dean on the side. Inside board, she'll try to push it over. Pops over Alloway's stick onto Maloney. She'll try to clear it, doesn't quite get it off. Grand Prairie picks it up inside the red zone.
just about given away there, and Fire recover. Wallen coming in to help out, scrum in behind the goal. Puck was frozen, so we'll get a whistle and draw just in the zone, Calgary Fire zone. You can hear the ambassadors here in front of the Calgary bench. We've got a couple of young girls from both these girls that are the Calgary ambassadors are played for the Sexsmith Vipers. Charlie Everett and Kennedy Boone. They're enjoying the game. The Storm have a couple as well. Sarah Jim and Kenzie McCormack.
Adam Shan in the neutral zone. She'll push it over to Looper. Dump it into Peace Country's zone. Puck cycling through along the sideboards. Fire able to keep it inside the zone. Finally squeaks out across the blue line.
With some speed now. Enters the zone. To her backhand, throws it in front. Comes to Haley Armstrong. She throws one along the ice and it's steered aside. Haley Armstrong in there into the corner, recovers her own rebound. Coulter in there now, scrumming. Calgary comes up with it and chips it across to Sutton.
Sutton now bringing it out of her own zone. She'll cross the blue line. She's got Pedham, Shannon, Lupert as options. Puck bounces into Storm end. Storm defender on the puck quickly. Line change, forward line change by Fire Red. Will allow some room for Storm to bring out the puck. Sutton now.
5 minutes left here.
Puck to the near side. Workman intercepts that pass at the red line. She'll bring it across near side boards. Got a lot of sustained possession here at 4-4.
Wallen bumps this in. Bablitz is going to give chase.
Ironside now. Ironside is Sullivan. Sullivan takes away across the front of the net. A little dangerous there as she's getting checked by the Storm player. Ironside, a little contact with Maddie Brazil on the far side boards. Storm dump it in. Boswell go behind the net and pick it up. Ironside recovers. They'll push it around the far corner. Sullivan. Sullivan late for the puck. Workman and Sullivan.
Maddie Braza pinching in, holds the line, keeps it in. Coulter's going to recover down below the goal line. She's forechecked hard there. Haley Armstrong coming in to help her. Puck is going to come out. Henry all the way down from the blue line below the hash marks, pinching. Defenseman pinching low here. Brazel's in. She throws it towards the front of the net. That's steered aside. Taves now coming in. Now Wallen's going to recover at the blue line. Looking to throw one towards the goal. That's steered aside calmly with the pad. Bablitz to Henry. Henry to Brazel. Brazel fans on the first one. Comes to Henry. She's going to get a shot off. Storm sustained pressure here. And Calgary Fire wisely ice this down the ice.
Ironside, Workman, Sullivan out there for the last couple of minutes.
Bablitz at the blue line. They're going to be offside, so they're going to check up. Deeth sends it in. Now it's outside again.
3-0, just under 3 minutes now in the third.
Cote into the zone. He's got Haley Armstrong coming in on the near, right in front. Puck is thrown out front. Cote with a weak backhand. That's steered aside. Haley Armstrong, the affiliate from Dawson Creek. Doing her best to hold this in. She does. Walks off. Throws one right through the blue paint. Stewart pinching in, but gets past her. So Cote is going to retreat into the Storm zone. 2:26 left. Storm putting on the pressure here, knowing that this game is almost over. They've got to get two quick ones. Cote now across the blue line. Throws one. That's wide of the goal. Friesen picks it up. Backhands it down low. Taves can't quite get to it in time. And that's out of his zone, and Stewart recovering into her own
Each Country Storm applying a lot of pressure here in the last few minutes of this period, down 2 goals. Calgary Fire on their heels a little bit.
Cote recovers the puck, sends it across to Friesen. Friesen, she's going to lug it across the red line, get this deep, get some line, fresh legs out there. Coulter coming in hard. Puck is loose in front. Taves can't get her stick on it. Sutton does a good job of getting that out.
Penham-Shad now with puck control in her own zone. She'll push it over to Barnden. Barnden over to Dean. Just off her skate, keeps it inside the Fire zone. Nixon will push it up though. Unable to maintain possessions. Nixon, good interception, able to keep it down in the offensive zone for the Calgary Fire. Goalie has been pulled.
Net is empty.
Peace Country Storm.
Tablet's out there for the extra player now. Wallen. He's going to try and recover. Deeth's got it. Last minute. Deeth into the center of the ice. Calgary recovers and gets it out to the blue line and not out. Tablet's chips that in. 47 seconds left. That's blocked and sent back in below the goal line. Tablets now. Can't get it under control. Taves is going to get to the corner here. She's going to throw it up to her defense. Brazel with a shot. That's high and wide. Deeth, 29 seconds left. Throws it down low. Tablets and Taves down below the goal line. That rolls off Taves' stick. Comes to Brazel again. Brazel throws one towards the goal. There it is, loose. Calgary can't get it out. Henry with a high shot. That's deflected and kept in by Henry again. Dumped down. Deeth now. 8 seconds. Can't get it under control. And Calgary Fire are going to win this game 2-0.
There you have it. Initial game here in the Midget Elite Provincial Tournament. Calgary Red takes the score 2-0. Quite a spirited affair.
Yeah,
Peace Country Storm, highly competitive.
Good game.
In this game the entire time.
Shots on goal in the third period for Calgary 5. That's record goal of 20 and for the score on 12. Our game goal of 34.
So Boswell coming out of this one with the shutout. One of a few she's had this season.
30 shots on goal. She stopped today. Did a good job out there. Calm, cool, collected. 2 teams shaking hands, and the next 2 start here in what time? 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
So we'll have some new announcers, and we're good.